live.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Vermont House Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. Coming back after a short break now to take a look at new language that our Legislative Counsel David Hall has drafted for us from the previous conversations we had. So David,
Sure. So David Hall, Legislative Counsel, I did email this to the committee listserv and to Andrew. I don't know if it came through.
Yep.
Oh, good. Well, so this is it's a new draft. It's advanced to 4.1, but it is the same except for the reporting section. And I hope I didn't go overboard here, but the way that I structured that was just to track basically the program construct itself and ask for information on the points generally that are captured in the respective subsections as you work your way down through this section of law. And I try to integrate the questions that or the data you guys wanted to see. So if you're all ready, I mean, basically I've just asked them to tell us how did you set up the program, just like you said, set it up for A through E. Now they should come back and say, this is how we set it up. The two pieces that sort of respond directly to what you asked for, though, you'll see into A7, line 7 and 8. So the type and amount of federal, state, and other funds that were leveraged for each of the activities. So that should hopefully go to Representative Williams' point about, dollars in for community needs assessment, not going to yield anything, but dollars for a project able to leverage $3 million from a wastewater fund for this town and this provider. Hopefully that's what they do. The other one is, subdivision D here, design methodology and efficacy of the index, effectiveness of the index in identifying relative priority and capacity, and then if applicable, the basis of any of those, what you have been calling waiver approvals,
Okay.
who are not in the top 25.
I think that's a good idea too, because it would beg the question of, how did they not make the 25% and what within the index forced them to be in a lower percentile?
So it's not, it's a lot of words to recognize, but it's not asking for a lot of specific quantitative data points, necessarily performance benchmarks and measures that you might see in other legislation. It really is asking for sort of a qualitative description of how they designed and implemented the whole thing, then whether it worked, how did it work. So anyway, and I did update the dates. I had to break those out, but April is now there, page 5, line 21.
Okay. Questions for David on language?
I think it's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
It addresses your concerns.
It does. It does.
Okay. So I think, is everybody good? All right.
Okay,
I don't know how long Jim will be out, but I think maybe just a straw vote of everybody good with this, ready to approve this to go to appropriations as an amendment. Everybody raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My left.
Nine, right? 8. Yeah. Okay, we'll see what Jim,
Listening.
what we can. 803 right now, okay.
Good.
David, thank you.
Yep.
Anything else, committee? We'll be back at 9 tomorrow with Dan Coyle. David, we did ask TFR to work with you on HB7. It's possible to get a draft by 45 tomorrow, and if it's not, then schedule it for another time. So if there's no questions, we can